Hey, good morning, brothers and sisters. Today, I wanted to talk about the stoic nature of black men. This is often a very touchy subject, so I wanted to keep this one a little brief. But at the same time, I wanted to kind of, I guess, give my own theory on why I believe black men, why we are naturally stoic in nature, and why it's so difficult for us to articulate what's going on in this mind of ours. Okay. um One of the biggest reasons, I think, is because, or what I believe is because we black men, we there's a lot for us to unpack in one day, like literally one day of walking the earth in our flesh. Okay. And heck, I can even just, okay, look, this video, these two clips alone in this movie that I saw this movie, I think, when I was a senior in high school. And yeah, these two clips in this, first of all, when I was a kid, I hated this movie. When I was a teenager, I absolutely hated this movie. The reason being is that I find in Hollywood, they often tend to, whenever they cast a black lead, they often tend, he can never just be a a good natured or good mannered man. He must always have some kind of dirt on him, or be an alcoholic, or be a heavy, a menace to society, or some kind of negative thing, And I don't like that. That's why I usually, whenever a movie casts a black lead, I'm always very hesitant to watch it. Okay, mainly because I've always seen this pattern. All right, but this movie in particular, these two scenes alone, There's so much you can unpack as a brother especially. There's so much you can unpack and empathize with just in these two scenes alone. These two very small scenes out of the entire film, and I'll try to articulate as best as I can in these two scenes. Hold on.
Guys, some say they hardly knew me. Honey, could you hustle us up a couple of daiquiris and a cocktail weenie? On second thought, just bring the booze. I brought my own weenie. Wish she's offended. And she should be. I'm a pig. And I hate me. That's what we have in common, Nurse Ratchet. We both hate me. Oh, man. What the fuck, my man? They're saying, sweet Jesus, what a stud that pilot is. You're a hero, man. You will never pay for another drink as long as you live. There's all kinds of crazy news people out here. It's a fucking circus, man. Come on, check this shit out, man. It's all for you. Look at this shit. Classic hero worship shit. You're a rock star, man. Oh, check out this video. This is outside your condo. It's a zoo. It's crawling with reporters. Let's see, check this out.
Say, you know, Captain Whitaker, you're my friends.
Yes, he's my brother. That's me.
I'm sorry.
And that's Mark Mellon, that douchey talking haircut from local Atlanta Channel 12. I said a few words, mostly straight talk. Oh, you okay, Captain Whitaker?
All right, so that, just by his reaction alone, right there, his reaction to all that attention. You see, black men, we're no stranger to we're no strangers to unwanted attention. Okay, as a black man, you just leaving your house every day, or walking into a room every day, walking into an office every day, there will always be eyes on you. Okay, the second you walk in there, you will always be the elephant in the room. Always. There's just a natural presence that we have in wherever we go, in any situation that we're in. Always. That's just how it is. You could call it a predatory thing. You can call it whatever you want, but there'll always be a presence that we have wherever we go. Always.
They're giving me and messing me up.
Shaking, dried out, I can't sleep good. Yeah, what the hell kind of meds they giving you? Prazolam. That's generic Xanax. Hydrocodone. That's generic Vicodin. It's shit. Probably Canadian. We don't want this shit. We want the premium stuff, the blue label, not this fucking Welsh shit. I mean, where's the dihydromorphone? Or at least some fucking Paladol, for Christ's sake. Is this amateur hour? Get that doctor in here. You just saved 100 people. Oh, Lynn. You bring my smokes? Yes, I did. I got your fucking message, and yes, I got your fucking smokes right here. Here's a fresh carton. You smoke your nuts off, champion. Hell, if I was you, I'd fire up right here in the goddamn room. Here. Got you a pound of vodka, got you some Red Bulls, you know what I'm saying? I know my customer. Take the vodka with you. Take the vodka? What are you doing? I'm not drinking anymore. Take it with you. I'll just take the fucking vodka with you. Listen, what you got?
Alright, so see that part was very subtle, but look, no guy, black especially, is a stranger to the aggravation of having to repeat yourself, okay? Especially when something triggers you, okay? Black men especially, we often have very quick triggers, okay? And we often tend to explode much faster than other people, okay? Which is the reason why we often practice stoicism, you know? Because it's truly the only way we can go about our day with as little stress as possible, especially when people antagonize or demonize us, okay? Which is often a daily occurrence wherever we go, especially wherever we choose to work, or even wherever we have no choice to work, pretty much, okay? Look, in that brief scene, what happened? The first time he said, take the vodka with you, right? The second time he had to repeat himself. He said, why? And then he said again, take the vodka with you. The third time, he had to throw a sentence enhancer on it. Okay, and then the guy finally listened. Yep. Now, for a brother, often whenever we get to the point where we have to raise our voice, or we have to drop an F-bomb or say a cuss word or anything like that to get people to either F off or just listen to what we are saying, it bears weight on us, you know? The reason being is that we are often perceived, the second people analyze us, the second they look at us, we're already perceived as aggressive, or we're perceived as abrasive, or, you know, just we're perceived as just in a negative light, basically. Okay. I don't know where I was going with that. Actually, I do know where I was going with that, but look, let me just keep going with this.
Give me more. Okay? And, I want you to go by my condo, pick me up some clothes and my phone charger. Look in my refrigerator and pick up a package that says veal on it. It's marked veal. Veal. In the freezer, it's marked veal. Done and done. What time do you want me here? I'll call you. Okay, you give me that day. You're out of here in 7 minutes. Oh, almost forgot. I got you some stroke mags. I've been in the hospital before. I know what you need. I got jugs, hot meals and heat, ass masters. You just stroke it all day. You're a hero. I just lay here pulling on that thing all day long. You know what I'm saying? There's a smile. Yes, sir.
So that? Okay. I don't care who you are, okay? No man, brother especially, no man likes having another man caress their head like that, okay? Heck, I didn't even like it when my father used to do that, okay? My father is the only one who's really done that. And there was another brother who when I played basketball with, who did that one time, and I'm just like, what the heck? What are you doing? Like, it's often a sign of disrespect when a person is very touchy-feely like that, especially another man is touchy-feely like that. Okay, and you know, people often who are often in a position of power or a social status higher than you, they feel much more at ease, or they feel much more at ease putting their hands on you, you know, and that's a bit of a problem. It really is. Okay. And even I haven't had a cousin one time, an older cousin. He did that slight slight slap on the face after a conversation. You know, it's not like a slap. It's like a little tap on the face after a conversation. And that, I swear, when he did that, I never wanted to punch someone in the face more than when he did that. I swear. And he did that right in front of my family members. If I had beaten him to a pulp, okay, my family probably would have never seen me in the same light ever again. Okay. And so what do you do in that situation? I believe what this man did in that situation, you know, was the best option, you know, to be stoic. He didn't say anything, but his eyes spoke volumes. Okay. Basically gave him the look. Look at this.
Master, you just stroke it all day. You're a hero. If I was you, I'd just lay here pulling on that thing all day long. You know what I'm saying? There's a smile. Yes, sir.
That's the take your damn hands off me look. I think stoicism was definitely the best option in that situation. A lot of brothers find themselves in that situation. You wouldn't believe. Now this next scene is very brief. I'm cutting it off very briefly to just to cap off the whole stoicism theory.
Devious minds think alike. I'll go.
See how subtle that was? Okay. Yeah. Okay. This man, he's got an ankle brace. He's got a knee brace. He's in a cast. His whole entire eye, it's patched up. What on earth do you possibly think he would do to you? Okay. Now, because for those of you who are trying to make any other justification on why she tried to run the second she saw him, just draw your own conclusions there, I guess. But look, us brothers who've encountered Caucasian women either clutching their purse or walking to the other side of the street, or things like that, you already know what it's like in these kind of encounters, okay? And how, unfortunately, we have to always be cautious in how we talk to or approach, Caucasian women or white women or whatever the heck,
I'll be quiet. It's nice to just sit and smoke with somebody.
Were you on the plane?
Yeah, was you?
You must have been sitting at the back.
Yeah, way in the back.
I'll elaborate on that right later.
I love the smell of nicotine in the morning. Smells like victory.
Can I bum one?
I should quit. My cancer might get cancer.
Go. Me. Point right.
He was.
This guy is a cool dude, man.
Holy shit, man. You're a fucking pilot. What happened out there?
Look at the eyes. They say it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Go. Me. Point right.
those are called
He was.
haughty eyes.
Holy shit, man. You're a fucking pilot.
You see how fast her head turned? Yep. Those are called haughty eyes. That's basically when you hold the power in that situation. Yep. Haughty means to look down on somebody. Like look down on somebody over your nose. Basically. Yeah. Okay. That's the look your dad gave you when you when you broke the vase in the house, or you did something incredibly stupid. It's basically a look of disgust. It can actually be soul crushing in certain cases. Okay. Yeah. So so much to unpack there. I mean, you could just choose to ignore it, or you could just analyze or elaborate on the fact that this woman, she instantly thought that, okay, there's no way in hell, she couldn't even fathom the possibility that this man could have been the pilot that saved all those people's lives. Okay. I mean, the crazy part about this movie is, spoiler alert, it turns out that he was actually, I don't know if it was slightly or, well, they did say that his alcohol level. I haven't done any research on if that is like overly intoxicated, but he definitely was classified as, overbuzzed. He was intoxicated while flying the plane. But the thing is, the plane that he was piloting was, I think it wasn't checked for maintenance or anything like that in months or something like that, or weeks. So him being intoxicated, I think he was hungover from the night before, and he had an intimate encounter with one of the airline women. I can't remember what they're called, the flight attendants. Okay, yeah, and he had, I believe, three shots of tequila, I believe, in the morning of the flight. But the thing is that none of that had anything to do with the plane going down. Okay, I think so. Yeah, so pretty much the whole dilemma of this entire story is basically him trying to cover up the fact that he was intoxicated the night of the flight, but at the same time, it begs the question: wait a minute, if the plane was not checked for maintenance, and it was not his fault that the plane started to fall apart, and he still managed, with his flight experience as a captain, he still managed to land the plane. There was casualties. There were 6 deaths, 6 casualties, including the life of 2 flight attendants. One of them being the same woman that he had an intimate encounter with the night before the flight. So, yeah, that's definitely a big. If a case like that actually happened in real life, I don't even know how they would proceed with that. But you already know, the way it's a very touchy subject, as I said. But you already know that once it would be proposed that the man was, intoxicated the night of the flight, everyone would immediately use that as ammunition, like ammunition, to exercise their prejudice towards this man, okay? Because of this flesh. Solely because of that. And people love to reach. In this country, especially in our country, the land of stars and stripes. Okay, so look, stoicism can be a very, very powerful and mighty thing. Okay, for many of us brothers. All right, And sometimes, it can be the only option for us, in many different situations. It it's truly it's when you maintain your integrity in any kind of situation, you can always pull out on top, as I've experienced, okay, and many of us brothers have experienced, okay. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're uncomfortable, you can always, resulting to violence or aggression or abrasiveness or standoffish, or being standoffish is not always the way to go. Okay, sometimes it's the only option, but I believe stoicism is definitely the best way to go about certain situations. As you've noticed, as you saw here, you see now, if this kind of altercation in real life, she definitely, she would. I'm pretty sure she would go home and she would think about how judgmental she was at first, automatically assuming that he was probably sitting in the back of the plane or something like that. I mean, you could also bring up the I guess you can, from what she said, you could also, I guess, draw the conclusion that maybe she thought that's the reason why he survived. But come on, come on. Sometimes you just gotta use your common sense. All right. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. See ya.